Module Overview. Module 7 dives deep into the foundational and advanced principles of light, shadow, and tonal rendering in both portrait and landscape drawing. It equips you with the scientific and artistic knowledge to interpret and reproduce light behavior on forms, surfaces, and environments with technical accuracy and expressive power. The study of chiaroscuro, light and dark, value mapping, and cast versus form shadows becomes central to this module. You are trained to master the illusion of three-dimensionality using tone alone without relying on outlines or color. The module also incorporates luminosity in lighting environments, light source hierarchy, edge softness/sharpness, and dynamic contrast handling. 1. The science and psychology of light. A. Nature of light and visual perception. Light travels in waves and is either reflected, absorbed, or refracted by surfaces. Our perception of form depends on how light hits an object and how that light reaches our eyes. B. Light source analysis primary. Light source, direct sun, lamp, spotlight, etc. Secondary light, reflected bounce light or ambient glow. Multiple light sources, create complex overlapping shadows. Color temperature, warm lights, sunset versus cool lights, fluorescent moonlight. 2. Light and shadow in portrait drawing. A. Facial planes and light reaction. The human face consists of many planes that react differently to light depending on the source direction. Front lighting, flat appearance, minimal shadows. Side lighting, reveals form and texture with strong cast and core shadows. Top lighting, emphasizes eye sockets and nose shadows. Under lighting, unnatural, often dramatic or eerie. B. Types of shadows. Form. Shadow, the gradual shift from light to dark on a curved surface. Cast shadow, hard-edged shadow formed when an object blocks light. Occlusion. Shadow, the darkest area where two surfaces meet and light is blocked entirely. Reflected light, subtle light bounce in shadows adds realism. You practice drawing busts in graphite or charcoal with deliberate shadow structuring. 3. Tonal rendering in landscape drawing. A. Environmental tonality. Tonal transitions in landscapes vary by time of day and atmospheric clarity. High contrast scenes, noon sun, bright interiors, stark shadows. Low contrast scenes, fog, dusk, rain, muted transitions. B. Depth and space through tonal hierarchy. Foreground, high contrast and darker tones. Midground, moderate tonal range, less texture. Background, lightest tones and least contrast fades into atmosphere. You learn to control tonal range to build spatial depth convincingly. C. Dynamic lighting scenarios. Backlighting, create silhouettes, strong rim lights. Spotlighting, focused illumination, often used in night scenes. Scattered light, cloudy days or shaded environments, softer values. Practice. Draw the same landscape in morning, dusk, and night using only values. 4. Techniques for tonal rendering. A. Pencil and charcoal rendering. Hatching, cross-hatching, linear strokes for building tone. Stippling, dots to suggest gradual value shift. Blending, smooth gradation using tortillons, tissues, or finger. Scumbling, soft random motion for subtle texture in shadows. B. Edge control and light transition. Hard edges, indicate direct light/shadow break cast shadows. Soft edges, suggest roundness form shadows. Lost edges, shadow merges into background. Found edges, sharpest contrast, focal points. 5. Observation and analysis exercises. Still life tonal study, use only black and white to capture objects under a single light source. Portrait lighting replication, copy a classic chiaroscuro portrait, e.g., Rembrandt. Landscape night scene, render tonal values using white pencil on toned paper. Light movement study, draw the same object at 3 light angles, top, side, back. Edge hierarchy map, chart and label edges within a composition by sharpness. Tips and master strategies. Squinting helps isolate value relationships. Always establish the lightest light and darkest dark early. Use value thumbnails before working on the final composition. Identify the light source direction before starting any rendering. Avoid outlining objects instead. Build through light and dark masses.